First off, thank you for taking the time. This means that you are actively interested in learning about the power of methodology of positive action in your life. Without a doubt, this is one of the most powerful and effective ways that you can empower, strengthen and grow your business, lifestyle and professionality for years to come. Like everything else in life, though being positive need the right mentality. In this video, we are going to further investigate this mentality and make sure that we can impress it on those around us. Everything we want to do and everything we wish to achieve needs to be driven by the power of positivity. So here we are going to break down why that positive matters and why, more importantly, we are going to break down the 5 most important sectors of your life that a positive attitude can improve. We will help you see how you can change your fitness, your mentality, your emotions, your lifestyles, and your productivity. So your fitness, mentality, emotions, lifestyles, and productivity, those 5 major areas we're going to discuss. Those tips and ideas, you can infuse your entire lifestyle with a more positive way of looking at the world. In this book, you will receive plenty to help and benefit, making it easier than ever to body and mind. Mental habits to ensure that you have the best mindset possible moving forward to change and improve your life. Emotional assistance, making sure that you are understand how to keep a clear head when you need to most. Lifestyle plan and habit, which are all about helping you become a more steady, stable influence on your life and the world around you. So personal habits that are bound to help you change the way your life, you live and the thinking and you operate. By using this method, you will be sure to see consistent and continue improvement in the way that you live your life and work. Improve your body, your mind, and your mentality to help you get through those days and make sure you can always be at your best. Look fitter, healthier, and happier all around. Give you body and your mind the help it need to run at peak fitness and form. Does this sound like the kind of help that you have been looking out for? Then keep on with us. In this video, we will break down the importance of having more positive habits in your life. By simply having that extra positivity in your life, you can really start to move mountain and make your life in general so much easier thanks to the major improvement it's provide. So how do I know about this kind of stuff? Because much like you, I was there. I used to see everything, I mean everything, in a negative nature. Before long, my friends, family, colleagues and clients were sick of listening to me. Everything had a but and nothing was allowed to pass without a negative implant. This crucially negative thinking, though, was beginning to reflect on my lifestyle, my goals and my way of thinking. So I thoroughly researched every part of my life that I found could be hampered by being more negative. And I found it was something that hampered everything about me, my personality, my mindset, my beliefs, my understanding of the world around me. Everything was just so negative. This is why I made the challenge and change to where I am today. And it is why you can get the same incredible change of mentality, beliefs and lifestyle. We are going to break down the easiest way to make easy change, those changes, how to keep them in your life and how to make sure that you can benefit from them as much as possible. Are you ready to start learning? Then let's take a look at how you can change your life, your mindset and your chance of success. Everything we will be discussing can be made far more effective just by looking at how it applies to your own circumstances. I found that everything that will be mentioned fit and tail perfectly with whether I was mentally. So how can it help you? Let's find out. Fitness goal and habits. Before we go for any further, it's important to start at the main point, our body. We want to look at how you can make a positive impact in your life in terms of product and achieving your goals. However, I found that my mind was not ready to change. The reason being that my body was not strong enough to facilitate it. So I looked into fitness goal and habit that I want to try and emulate. I got involved with this program and quite quick found that the tips below help me reshape, strengthen and optimize my body for improvement. Walking every day. Why will this help me become more positive? My first idea that I recommended you look into is going for a walk every day. Walking every day is a very useful way to give the body extra exercise, and also when you are walking, your mind, doing more calculations and more thoughts you can process on your mind while you are walking. The first idea I recommended you into is going for a walk every day. Walking every day is very useful way to give the body extra exercise. Applying the actions for increased positivity. Simply go for a walk. In the first half hour, you are up and ready to go. A simple walk around can help get the blood flowing and improve clarity. How often should I practice? Every day. You should go for a walk every day. Every day walk is needed. This is something I would never recommend getting rid of it. It's such a useful way to hone the body and make sure you are in fine working condition. Life without this change, you will start more days with a lack of passion in your heart and lack of belief in yourself. Days without activity tend to be lethargic, slow and often fraught. Life with this change, by simply walk in the morning, though you make sure that you get some exercise. Exercise release endorphins which make us happier and sharper and sharper. Walking every day improve mood factor. Number 2 is staying active. Now, why will this help me become more positive? I found that as a consequence of working with a computer, I spend most of my time sitting at home by standing up every 30 minutes for 5-minute exercise. I improved applying the actions for increased positivity. I simply would get up and walk around the office, usually up and down the steering to get the blood flowing in my legs to avoid my problems with circulation. How often should I practice? Every half an hour. Even if you do it once an hour, you will notice a marginal improvement in the quarterly of your overall fitness, which will gradually keep improving life without these changes. So most of my days would start with sore legs and lots of pain going through them. With not a lot of mobility, this would only get worse as I agree. Life with these changes, this has literally changed my life. Far more capable for getting around now, and my days are more active. Even my early walkers feel better than they ever had. Number 3 is working out. Why will this help me become more positive? I found that more just 10 minutes of exercise, I could work most parts of my body and give myself a much needed workout. Simply doing strength exercise really helps. Applying the actions for increased positivity. Every day I would work something else, chest, leg, arm, things, etc. And I found that it really helped. It really helped me to improve my mood. I also felt better and more confident. So how often should I practice? I do this every day and would recommend that you do the same. The benefit you can only be positive, leaving your body feeling stronger and your mind running much faster. Life without these changes, I just found that my quality of fitness was decreasing rapidly, and without doing this, my strength would just keep walking and my body would keep feeling lazy and lethargic longer. So what the changes? What life changes? That every morning I feel sharper and much more alert compared to how I did. I feel stronger and am more capable of dealing with physical problem without such an incredible hardship. Number 4 is jogging on the spot. Why will this help me become more positive? A great little solution that I found was simply jogging on the spot for the durations of a TV program. I watch a lot of soccer and football and would jog them, applying the actions for increased positivity. I simply just have to stand up and start jogging. Since I am concentrating on the TV, I find that I use less mental energy and therefore can keep going. So how often should I practice? Again, I do this every single day. I find that it has a huge benefit on my overall quality of life, and already my cardio is beginning to improve steadily. Life without these changes, what happened? I would have just keep getting worse and worse. This exercise regime helped me engage with my overall stamina more and more and make it easier to stay closer to ideal fitness life with these changes. A major part of my life beforehand was spent watching TVs and looking at screens. These simple changes have revolutionized the way that I work, improving productivity and my cardio. Number 5, bedroom activity. Why will this help me become more positive? If you are the sort of person, then a bit more personal time with a loved one is just what you need. Simply by having sex more, you will feel stronger. Wow. Applying the actions for increased positivity. Regular sex is great for being a stress relief element and can even be used to relieve your body of illness as it helps to boost the immune system's long term. I don't believe in that. Okay, now as it's mentioned, so well, as much as you can, there is no specific amount need, but more than what you do just now should be a suitable replacement. It really is depending on you. So life without these changes, well, you increase your chances to having worse cardiovascular health, and some studies even say it could increase your changes of prostate cancers by a pretty considerable margin. Life with these changes, what happened? I sleep better. My body is in far less pain, and I just have a better quality of life. My relationships has strengthened too, and we feel more comfortable around each other. Finding a habit. This one is very important. Why will this help me become more positive? Well, one of the most powerful way I found to help myself, though, was to use a habit. I picked up playing puzzle game, and it helped to really sharpen my mind. Apply the actions for increased positivity. The reason that I choose to go with a new hobby is because it helps us to really improve our fitness and our lifestyle. New activities are good for the soul. How often should I practice? As often as you can. It's depend on what you do. If you decide to join a sports team, for example, make sure that you treat it with 100% dedication. Life without these changes, you will just have a far less increasingly lifestyle and tend to become more anyone and frustrated at the limited experimentations you do have. This adds some very interesting variety life with these changes. With these changes, though, you will begin to feel far more comfortable as a person. It adds varieties to your life and ensure you will continue to seek consistent success as you start to conquer and take on new challenges in life. Parking away. What? Parking? Yes, parking away. Why will this help me become more positive? Whenever I have to go to store or to the office, I now park a few blocks away. It adds another 2 to 3 minutes of walking, which is useful. Applying the action for increasing positivity, I choose to do this simple because it's nice to have a bit of extra exercise. It also allows for time for self reflections because before I have to go get involved. So how often should I practice? Every time you go out, I found it was just a simple but easy little habit to get into that gradually improve fitness, but help us relax our mind a little. Without these changes, like without these changes, it's not going to be an shattering difference, but it's just another positive actions you can take. Without it, you will be making no differences. So life with these changes, you will feel fitter, you will go into work or shopping, etc., much less cattle in the mind, and you will feel better about who you are and your body in general. Scratching properly. Well, why will this help me become more positive? I found that one of the most useful way for me to get into a better form of fitness was simply doing stretching for 5 minutes post shower or walking. Applying the actions for increased positivity. I just simply would get out of bed and stretch out my legs, my calves, my hamstring, my arms, my neck, my back. It only took a few seconds. How often should I practice? Every single morning. It helps you get out of the door without all of those cramps and stretches that most of us find ourselves dealing with throughout the day. Very useful for helping your body heal and rebound from pain. So life without these changes, not doing this would not be a major issue, but every little help if you want to get yourself into shape. Life with these changes, you will feel less strained and sore in the morning and will be more likely to get to and from your objective in the day without feeling terrible after your fitness. Temping up. Why will this help me become more positive? Struggling to get yourself into a good shape, then you should definitely consider turning to running with a friend. A running buddy can make a real difference in your fitness. Applying the actions for increased positivity. I found just going for that run we spoke of in the morning, but with the friends after a few weeks of practice was good for moral and overall enjoyment. So how often should I practice? Anytime that you both can, circumstances can get in the way, but it should never be sometime that holds you back too much. Just make sure you make time when you both can. So what without those changes in life, what will impact? So you will perhaps find it hard to stay in tune with your fitness goal, and like others might be prone to give up when the goings get tough or you start littering. Life with these changes, you will likely have a healthier body and a more steady mindset. It's easily to get through the day and exercise when working with the body. Making exercise more fun, definitely. So how will this help? My main fitness challenge was making exercise fun. The best way I found was to join a sports team simply by playing soccer or football, cricket, volleyball, anything as much as it's considered as a game. I actually began to look forward to fitness, applying the actions for increased positivity. So I trained 3 nights a week and play on a Sunday, regardless of what kind of sports or practice you wish to get involved with. Sometimes we will appeal to you. How often should I practice? Actually, most people feel comfortable practicing 3 or 4 nights a week. This makes the general regime of training and fitness more positive, as you have genuine reasons for doing it. Life without those changes, if you are someone who cannot train or get fit without reason, then life without those will be quite tough. Having reasons like sports makes training more meaningful. Life with the changes, you will feel fitter, you will be much happier, and you will be ready to take on the world. This will make an absolutely massive difference to your overall quality of life long term.